Search, look at his ears. That is huge. Hello everybody and welcome to YouTube Explained. My name is Vinny and today we're going to be taking a look at Adult Swim's unedited footage of a bear. I'm very excited to show you what I found. I really had fun with this one. But before we get to that, let me just say that as always you guys can check the links down below to go to tpublic.com. They have an amazing array of designs, and also there is a YouTube Explained merch store. There's some cool t-shirts there. Also, if any of you want to design some t-shirts for me, I'm totally cool with that, you know, just saying. So yes, all links are down below as always, including sources and links to the original videos as well. Also guys, I created a YouTube Explained subreddit. I'm really excited about it and I really want you guys to use it, and I think it's going to be great, you know, help build a community, stuff like that. Alright, come on, let's do this. Oh, I'm excited. Don't fall. Let me just start off by saying that this video is just brilliant. It's really clever, and so much so that it's inspired within me the deepest respect towards the creators. So please go watch it before you watch this video. And it's incredible, and I'm just really excited to show you guys what I found. This film is in essence about the endless cycle of addiction and depression and the negative effects that antidepressants can have. And alongside this representation criticizes the money-fueled drug industry in the United States. Packed with brilliant satire and loads of visual hints, a breadcrumb trail of just stuff to find. I mean, this is truly something to be explained. So pay attention and let me explain. Unedited footage of a bear takes the form of an innocent allergy medication advertisement, but we soon learn that it's much more. So right from the get-go, the title has nothing to do with the actual video. It's completely irrelevant and represents the misleading nature of advertisements, and more specifically, advertisements for medication. The bear is only there to lure you in, much like the happy and positive aspect of certain medication that is advertised to the general public. If you think about it, the bear represents the television shows that lure people in order to expose them to advertising. In YouTube terms, the bear is boobs. And although this isn't the main focus of the video, it does take a stab at advertising on the internet, hence the skip this ad overlay. And if you take a good look, the timer for the advertisement goes up instead of down. Obviously making fun of the fact that YouTube ads are way longer than they used to be. The ad itself is a satire on the average ad for medication. Severe reactions. This is making fun of all of the side effects that this so-called effective drug can have. Acts immediately, lasts indefinitely. This is a clear piss take on the fact that these sorts of medication try to hook you. They're designed to get you to buy more. It lasts indefinitely, hence creating an addiction. Now we're getting to the true meaning of this video. If you think your symptoms are in control, you haven't tried Claradril. This sentence right here is making fun of the fact that medication nowadays will entice people who don't have any issues, who don't need to take it, to take the medication. You may think you don't need it, but you need it. Moving on, the long list of side effects that are stated in the video is another satire. Basically everything that this ad says, everything that's written on the bottom of the screen is satire. It's making fun, it's critiquing, that much is clear. The first time me and my family went to the United States, we were just really surprised by these advertisements for medication and how they would have to list every single side effect. We'd always make fun of them. And then there are advertisements that offer compensation and to sue the companies that make these drugs for people who have had side effects and who have suffered because of these drugs. Hi there. Have you watched a YouTube Explained video and not been entertained? Have you sat through a 10-minute analysis to still not understand what the f that video was about?
That just makes no f***ing sense.
Well then you could be entitled to compensation. Call the number on screen now. Anyway, and let's not skip over the fact that Claradril is a nasal spray. I don't even have to draw the parallel here for you guys. Same thing goes for the big ass letters we see here in the playground. Drugs are bad, okay? Anyway, after the happy and positive side of this advertisement is washed away, Donna departs on her bad trip. So from here on out, we see the true nature of the drugs and the consequences that ensue. Donna is split into two separate personalities. There is herself wearing the cardigan. That's her normal, conscious, clear-thinking self, and her other self that's not wearing the cardigan is her drug-fueled psychopathic self. Now this is where it gets interesting. I'm assuming you've all seen the video and I'm going to skip ahead here. Donna's drug-fueled self goes on a rampage whilst normal Donna tries to stop her, clawing her way back to the house. Now, let's talk about the endless cycle of addiction and how it works. According to a foreverrecoverymichigan.org, some addicts decide to stop using and may be successful for a few weeks, months, or even years. However, when stressful times hit, an addict often returns to his or her old habits. I believe that there are many hints towards such a endless cycle in this video. So, Donna splits into two alter egos, one of them is almost killed, and I believe that Donna with a cardigan represents Donna who is trying to get rid of her addiction. She's battling her addiction. In fact, the fight between Cardigan Donna and no Cardigan Donna is pretty much a battle against addiction or depression. But we'll get to that later. Now let's go back and look at the screaming man in front of his house. This is pretty much the first thing that Donna sees on her bad trip. So we see the bearded man screaming on the lawn, apprehended by police. Take a look at this shot here, and take a look at the body that is on the lawn. Notice how the man and the body have the exact same shoes. This man is another victim of Claradrill. The exact same thing that's going to happen to Donna just happened to him. He split into two separate personalities, except his drug-fueled personality killed him. But that's at least a representation. What in fact is going on here is that the man committed suicide. There are warnings throughout the video of suicidal tendencies in people who take Claradrill, so it really does make sense. He faced a battle with addiction and he lost. But after doing a little bit of research, I did come across something that seemed to fit this video pretty well. According to drugwatch.com, patients who take selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors such as Prozac, Paxil, or Zoloft may experience side effects such as violent behavior, mania, or aggression, which can all lead to suicide. And here we definitely see aggression, mania, mood swings too. So what are we really talking about here? Is this video actually about the endless cycle of depression? That certainly would make sense, taking into account the suicidal aspect of this video. Is this video at its core antidepressant? It certainly seems that way. Anyway, at the beginning of this advertisement, they state that children are what matters most, or at least it's insinuated. Later in the video, we see shots of what appears to be Donna hurting her children. And the family photo graffiti represents the hardship and suffering that people with addictions or depression can afflict onto their family members or the people that they care most about. And fun fact, her alter ego, she can be spotted 1 minute into the video. Now, one of the most telling parts of the video to me is this one right here. This shot has so much to say. First off, take a look at the houses. The road seems almost curved, and the rows of houses seem indefinite. They seem infinite. What did you say? Sort of like an endless cycle? Oh, you're right, I didn't think of that. And now take a look at the skid marks on the road. They resemble the skid marks that Donna would have made having just hit the brakes. But later on, we see that the skid marks aren't behind the car at all. This is representative of an endless cycle. The fact that the skid marks are in front of the car and not behind it shows us that the past is doomed to repeat itself. It's doomed to become the future. Just like I talked about earlier, addicts tend to fall off the rails and start using again. And this could also be applied to depression. But that doesn't mean it's hopeless, far from it. The fact that Donna's alter ego doesn't kill her in the end of this video represents hope and represents, it's a sign that this can be overcome and that it's a tough battle, but it can be dealt with. The man at the beginning of the video, he failed, he died. Donna, I think she's gonna be okay. Another part of this scene that is very important in my eyes is Donna receiving a call from herself. This call is linked to the call that Donna makes later on in the video. Now, this is either future Donna trying to warn her past self about the future battle that's going to take place with addiction/depression, or it could be Donna trying to communicate with herself, trying to make sense of the mess that's up here, trying to deal with her issues. And this is very interesting to me. We are complex creatures, and we know very little about our own psyche and the way our mind works. During our short time on this earth, one of the most complicated things to achieve is to get to know ourselves, to truly know who we are and what we want. To get to know ourselves and become comfortable with ourselves. And I don't claim to know much about depression, but people suffering from it oftentimes do have a poor self-image. I mean, if I could give my subconscious a ring and ask it what the hell's going on up there, I would. Now, amidst all this, there is one part of the video that I don't quite understand. Who is that? We can clearly see a guy with a red cap and construction vest run in the background of this shot. Who the hell is he? What does he represent? He wasn't there 2 seconds ago, and now he's there. Adult Swim videos are famous for their little Easter eggs, just like the killer being in the background of every shot in Too Many Cooks. Except I just can't figure this one out. Got any ideas? So to conclude on what might be the most in-depth analysis I've done so far, this video deals with heavy issues like antidepressants leading to suicide and the very harmful effects that the drug industry can have on the general population, and the vicious cycle of depression and addiction that affects not only the person involved but also the people that he or she cares most about. Just like the ad said at the beginning, they are what matter most, and ironically they are the people to get hurt. Now I feel like I should say something, but I'm totally out of my depth here. I've never dealt with depression myself or addiction, and I don't know anybody who deals with this sort of stuff, but all I can say is suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and I know that's what lots of people say, but if you are dealing with anything like this, or you know somebody who is dealing with something like this, then get help. There's always a tomorrow, and the future will always be brighter. Anything can happen. So pretty much, people, don't kill yourselves, and don't mess around with drugs, okay? A drug is a drug, whether it's advertised on TV to have all of these amazing effects. It's still to be taken with caution. So, kind of a heavy episode of YouTube Explained, but I really loved analyzing this video, like seriously so much. I'm not going to lie, like these past few weeks, explaining videos has become sort of a daunting task to me. It's sort of become something that I have to do, oh god, you know. But this was really good. This is what I needed. This was so fun to analyze. I'm inspired by these sorts of videos. I mean, this is the sort of content that I want to create. I want to create something that has a very deep meaning on a very subtle level. So yes, I really enjoy doing this, and I'm very happy to be making these videos, and I love all of you, and it's okay. So yes, thank you so much for watching, you guys. You can follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, like my Facebook page. Go to the YouTube Explained subreddit, leave suggestions, talk about theories, talk about the show, whatever you want, as long as it has to do with the show. And no porn. Send that to me privately. Go check out my channel for other explanation videos if you enjoyed this one. Subscribe for upcoming videos. I make them every single Wednesday. I will see you next Wednesday. My name is Vinny. This just got explained. Do not fear. Vinny is here. Blastoise. My Blastoise feared. He committed suicide. Why don't you trust me? Is this recording? Because that would be awkward. Oh, it is recording. Well, that's even more awkward now. Hello everybody, what's going on? Vinny here. I said I'd do a Q&A. So I'm doing a Q&A. Makes sense.